No, nobody.
All right, cool. We're live.
I don't take the blue pill yet.
Yeah, no.
It's a boner joke.
I know.
All right. Well, we are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central. I am your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. We got Jay. I never knew you liked magic. McClintock. Jay, how are you doing, sir?
Doing good. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Yes, it is the second right now, and we are on to 2023. Next, we got Raph. He didn't know how to cut a woman into pieces. Ramirez. That was a weird one. Raph, how are you, sir?
Fantastic.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And finally, we got Javi. Jesus, I don't know who it is anymore. Byres. Javi, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's good to be here. FYI, I did not watch this movie, but I'm still going to be part of the cast. Happy New Year, you scummy fucks.
There you go. There you go. That's what I'm saying, man. So you can still pop in the conversation and be like, oh, I like that part, or, oh, I didn't like that part, or, oh.
I'm still going to have a very opinionated opinion on this movie, even though I have not seen it yet.
Oh, shit, I forgot to hit record.
Recording in progress.
It's all right. I'll pull that from the beginning of it. All right. So we watched Terror Train, release date October 3rd, 1980, with a running time of 97 minutes. Budget $3.5 million. Box office $8 million. Synopsis: 3 years after a prank went terribly awry, the 6 college students responsible are targeted by a masked killer at a New Year's Eve party aboard a moving train. Let's watch a trailer.
What year was this from?
Trailer time. 1980. So I don't think any of us were alive when this movie came out.
What a fucking metal poster.
What was it?
Said what a metal poster they got there.
Oh, yeah. That poster's bomb. You guys see it?
Yeah.
Here comes the terror train. It's a long preview for a train. Here we go. All right.
It's a shitty trailer.
I do love the fact that the killer changes costumes. I think that is awesome. Javi, is this a confusing trailer?
Huh?
Is it confusing?
No, man, I get it, man. I remember all these.
Yeah, you remember that scene
keep
where...
the trailer going for a little bit. I want to see some more
For
stuff.
the students aboard, it's going to be the one
Try to tell me who the killer was.
to end them all.
Yeah, guess the killer.
The killer was the white guy, of course.
Well,
Bro.
I think you're right.
You narrowed it down.
but there's a twist, so we'll get to that.
It's like a game of Clue. It's either the black guy or the white guy.
There he is.
Original Scream Queen.
It's too loud for long.
Yeah, dude. She was the Scream Queen.
That guy died. I remember his death.
Yeah.
Because it was super early.
He was the second one. The black guy did not die the first time this one.
The black guy didn't die first, though.
No, he was second.
He was second, yeah. Still pretty close to the beginning of it. All right, let's talk histories with it. Has anyone seen Terror Train before? Jay, have you seen it before?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it in the summer of 2022. It was on the last drive-in with Joe Bob Briggs. So I got all the skinny. But there's a lot of things I didn't really need him to point out. There's a lot of little cameos I can talk to you guys about after y'all get done talking about your experience with the movie.
All right, cool. Has anyone else seen the movie? Especially Javi. Javi, you saw this movie, right?
Yeah, man, I saw, like, today was my first time I ever watched it, and it was just, like, blew my mind. I was like, this was made in 1980? Get out of here.
Raph, have you seen it before?
No, I have not.
No, never saw it?
I'm glad I haven't.
No, I liked it, dude. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So yeah, I've never seen it before either. This is my first time going. So Jay, go ahead and hit it up. What were you going to say? A little bit of
Well, I mean, there's the obvious cameo of David Copperfield as the magician. He was only about 24 years old, I think, when he did this. But the other cameo that a lot of y'all may not remember was he's one of the main leads, right side Jamie Lee Curtis. That's Hart Bachner. Did anyone recognize him at all?
No.
He's the guy who tells Hans Gruber, "I can get him for you."
Oh,
That's it. That is totally him.
Dang.
He's also been in a few other genre flicks. He was in the sequel to Urban Legends. He's actually directed a few different movies. He was the asshole bad guy in Mr. Destiny, if anyone remembers that Jim Belushi classic vehicle. And then he was also the love interest in Supergirl. So he had a pretty storied career. It's just when you watch this movie, you don't look at him and go, "Oh, it's that guy." So a lot of people don't realize that it's actually Hart Bachner in here. So I thought it'd be cool to talk about him a little bit. That's all.
Awesome. Yeah, the movie itself is obviously a ripoff of Halloween. The director literally had a nightmare, woke up, told his wife that he had hold on.
Miles is a chair.
Yeah. Oh, I know why it's not letting me get him in. Come on. There we go. It's because I was sharing that freaking screen. Ridiculous. Yeah, the director had a nightmare, and he woke up and he told his wife about it. And he said it was a terrible. She said it was a terrible dream, so she wrote down "terrible train," and then he woke up in the morning and he changed it to "terror train." But he basically just said it's Halloween meets on a train. So that's what the idea was. What's up, Miles? Sorry about that. Miles,
you're good, man.
have you ever shoveled any Corey Francis in the house? Yes, killing it. But yeah, so that was where the idea comes from. The beginning of the movie, the entire scene where the prank goes awry, and what happens, Hobbs, is they trick one of the pledges in the sorority to go upstairs, and Jamie Lee Curtis hides behind a bed, and she goes, "Come kiss me, Kenny. Come kiss me, Kenny." And as he gets closer to the bed, she's hiding behind it, and it's a cadaver that's in the bed, and he has a total fucking mental breakdown, and that's what ends up being like. Is
that what you call what that was? The spinning in circles uncontrollably?
Yeah, pirouetting, man.
Like?
Anytime you
pirouette. When I saw that scene, it's like, I thought they were ripping off Toxic Avengers. That's how it started. That's how that guy became toxic.
Well,
he was forced to kiss a goat.
Yes.
And then he jumped out the window. I was like, okay, here's what happened. He essentially got Melvined, and he
got Melvined.
Decided, I want to make everybody pay for it.
Yeah, he totally got Melvin, dude. And that's the thing is, the original opening that's there now was not in the original script. They went back a month later and refilmed it because I guess it didn't make any sense to why he wanted vengeance on them. But it's pretty obvious who the killer is throughout the movie. Even the main characters are able to pick it up. The problem is they can't recognize the killer. And then there's the red herring of David Copperfield. They think that he's the killer, or at least Jamie Lee Curtis.
That was just an illusion.
Ah! Very nice.
That's because nobody hired the magician and he just appeared.
Yeah. What was that all about?
That was misdirection.
Magic, bro.
100% I thought it was him until he changed into the girl and he looked like a transvestite. I'm like, oh, that's the killer. But it was fucking... I was also lost. I was like, was it the black guy? And then he switched costumes and then again and again. The Groucho one was my favorite.
Yeah, the Groucho was great. And I think that kill in the beginning with the sword through Eduardo is pretty good. And then getting put on the train track and then ran over. I kind of wanted to see a little bit more, but it's about what you don't see that makes it even more gruesome, you know? I
got a question.
Yeah.
Miles, what are you drinking?
It's an old fashioned. Cheers.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Old fashions are the shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that kill's pretty good. The snake costume into the mirror was okay. The chopping the head off, which I forgot to clip. I'm so sorry, guys. The head rolling out of the thing's probably the best death in the movie, and I just realized I forgot to clip it. And then other than that, like, is there another one? The snake guy because he changed his costume. So like the killer is Groucho, then he's Snake Guy, then he's freaky old man with the axe. Like it's kind of cool to see. Like, and then you get to
It's
the
pretty
final.
original.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's a pretty original take for sure.
Yeah, because
Especially
like
since the whole idea is, like you said earlier, Dougie, they know who it is the whole time. It's not like a mystery. That's not what the mystery is. The mystery is, why can't we find them?
yeah, exactly. And like I love the claustrophobia of the train, and I like that you re-enter areas of the train where you know bad things have happened. So you know that body of the girl is up in the bed of the train of that train.
Mitchie.
Yeah. That. And so, like, as you're going through the train, like, you're like, oh, she's safe in this car. She's not safe in this car. You know, like, it's kind of... I like it when things backtrack. Like, recently, Barbarian, I love the fact that that movie goes further and further down the tunnel. And, like, you become more comfortable with the tunnel as it goes down further and further. So, it's kind of the same thing here where you revisit certain areas and you're like, oh, danger be waiting. And then it's fine. But, like, I really enjoyed this movie. Jay, do you have any insight onto... like, if this is considered, like, schlocky, or is this considered classic?
Oh no, I definitely don't think it was considered schlocky. If I'm not mistaken, was this a Canadian movie?
Yes, it was.
This and Prom Night, and they were shot like back to back.
Yeah, at the same time, pretty much.
No, I mean, if anything, I would say that this movie's just doing what exactly what Prom Night did, is trying to bank on Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, she's right in the middle of staking her claim as being the ultimate scream queen and the ultimate, and she created the term final girl. I mean, like, it's like it was completely named after her, and the fact that she's still going back to it, and she's not phoning it in. I didn't think she phones it in at all. I mean,
No.
She's a non-character in this, but she doesn't phone it in. She does a good job. Like, but her character is bitchy girlfriend. Like, that's all her character arc is. So it's like, it doesn't do her any justice, but like, I wouldn't put this at like top tier. Like, she is the final girl kicking ass. You know what I mean? She's just bitchy. Sorry, Raph, go ahead.
I thought it was annoying scream girlfriend.
Yeah, dude, she earns her fucking lungs in this movie. Like, she screams up and down that train like
Well,
crazy.
the recording of the scream at the end was really annoying because it didn't fit, and I don't think it was her. It was very loud and shrieky. It almost sounded like a Family Guy scream. It was just so cartoonish to me. But going back to the first kill, how the fuck did they not see that sword was going through him and he was bleeding out of his dick?
Because it's Eduardo, man. He's always fucking around like that, dude. That's a good one. You know what I mean? That's
Dude,
hilarious.
be fair, bleeding dick, classic prank.
Classic.
Classic break.
I mean, Groucho Marx was known for doing that.
Yeah,
That was his thing.
I didn't expect this movie to be so nuanced, but they really got their historical
Really,
references
they knew
to
what
comedy,
was up with
right?
Groucho.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. No, I mean, like, there's how many deaths? There's 5 deaths then? So, which one did I miss? There's Groucho, there's Snake Guy, there's Kiki Miki or whatever her name is.
Mitchie.
There's Doc, who gets his head shut off.
That's
and
a
then,
dwarf, but either way.
Yeah.
The
And Sleepy and Grumpy, too.
Yeah.
They were all in there. And
The
then,
2 cold guys.
yeah, what happened to those guys? They just kind of disappeared. Why were they
I think
victims?
one of them's in the furnace. One of them's in the
I thought
mortar.
the same thing, dude. I
Yeah.
was like, did they throw him in? They chuck him in the coal thing?
Because
Like,
he's wearing his uniform at the end, so yeah, he obviously had to kill him to take his clothes off.
oh, and they killed a bunch of the helpers too, the conductor's helpers. And we got to talk about the conductor, who was Ben Johnson, I believe is the name of the actor. He brings a lot of gravitas to this movie. Like, he brings.
Was he trying to fuck at first?
No. I think maybe. I don't know.
Hey, pick a card.
Yeah.
I like how
maybe.
Ducky immediately was like, wait, no, wait, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, to be fair, he's a man, and we're always trying to fuck. That's our MO. Giving away the secret, ladies. Oh wait, you already knew. But no, it's he brings a lot of gravitas to the role. Like he actually asked for less lines in the script. He said, "Can you go through and delete lines out because I just want to
thought
be."
that was a cool fact on
Yeah.
IMDb, like just the fact that he did the opposite that most people do.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, and it works for him. And like you believe that he's a safe haven. Like when he's around, you believe that Jamie Lee Curtis is safe, or like the kids are safe. Like he's going to actually take care of it and be a badass, and he is. By the end of it, he El Kabongs the motherfucker out of the train. So he is, he is the badass of the movie. I thought that was kind of cool. I was bummed that Jamie Lee Curtis didn't get the final kill, but like to
It
see
looked
him.
like it.
What's that?
It did look like she got it, but then the motherfucker Spider-Man the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Boom, boom. It was pretty sweet. I clipped it too. Hey, Javi, you nerding it right now with that thing? What are you doing?
No,
nerd!
no,
He's using it as a pipe.
Yeah.
I have done that.
You pulling an
so-
Anton from fucking Idle Hands up
Yes.
in the air.
I fucking love that movie so much.
It's so good.
Let's talk about that one then, Javi, since you've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't watch this, Hobby?
No.
No, I did not. I was not expecting to be on the cast
There's only
today.
2 things you got to do to be on a horror movie podcast, Hobby.
I was not expecting. I thought work was going to be busy today, and I was very wrong.
Yeah.
Things did not come up Millhouse for me today, apparently.
There.
It's all good, dude. When we get the clips, you'll get to enjoy some of the good parts about the movie. Raph, what's on your list? That way we can.
So yeah, was the body they used real? Like I was staring at it in the beginning, the corpse.
Yeah, that was of the old lady. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gruesome, and you're right.
It
It
did
does
not
look
look-
very real.
Did not look like a prop to me.
No.
And since they were doctors, I'm like, well, they probably used a fucking corpse.
Yeah, and like I said, that whole part was was filmed after the fact. They added that in, and it is gruesome. It is absolutely gruesome.
So this is the second thing I wrote. The magician did it with the nerd from the start. That was my. I was like, I got it.
You're like
Immediately,
Scooby Doo, man. You got like zoinks. Like you got it, Raph.
And then watching it, I wrote the original Jason. But I guess this was after Jason, right? Or what?
Michael
what was
Myers.
This was a couple years. Or,
Technically, it's before Jason as we know him.
Yeah,
okay.
the
Okay,
third
nice.
one, yeah.
even
yeah,
the second.
The sword through it again. I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, that guy's bleeding through his dick. Someone help him.
I wasn't gonna help him, but when I realized he was bleeding through his dick, I was like, maybe someone should do something.
So
Is
when
that-
Jamie Lee Curtis and Michi are talking, I got really excited because she's like, "You're my best friend,"
And
She
they're
goes up to
hot,
make
and they're
out
getting
with her.
close.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
they're getting real.
sweet '80s lesbian love about to go down.
Yeah, sweet
And you
80s
yeah,
lesbian love.
When he smashed the lizard's head into the glass, that was real as fuck. That was real glass. That was somebody's head being smashed into it.
Yeah.
I hope you clipped that one. That was a really
clipped
good
it.
one. And then yeah, the black guy was the second one to die. Oh yeah, and then when the magician was performing, the fucking cart wasn't moving. Was it just stopped? Nobody was like shaking.
Well,
nobody-
the entire thing was filmed in a warehouse, and they put it up
No
on
shit.
they made the carts bigger, and then they put it on like a rocking mechanism. But you're right. But like
The crew had to eat lunch during that scene.
no one was outside shaking it. That was it. No, I mean, to do his magic, like he had to perform it like he would anywhere else. So I'm sure that the shaking would have ruined the illusion or his, because magic is perfection with your hands. You know what I mean? So I'm sure that they couldn't do it that way.
When he cut the black guy's hand, I like that because it was a callback to the very first gag when he was handing the other nerd his hand, and he just happened to be carrying a dead person's hand.
Yeah.
That's what doctors do. What kind of fucking doctors are? So, all right, this is my favorite part in the movie. It was 49 minutes, 36 seconds in. You get to see your first 80s boobs. Fucking solid. Very,
Nice.
very solid.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the girl, Michi, they had her throat slit. I got to say, she was the hottest one. I was very disappointed. Very disappointed. And then my favorite line had to be the conductor. When Jamie Lee Curtis asked him who could have done this, he said probably some nut on dope and alcohol, and I couldn't stop laughing. I was
That,
like,
that
that's
could
what
have
it
been
was.
We're all
anyone.
guilty.
I was gonna say that could have
All
been
of them.
anyone. They were all fucking high on dope and.
Well, when Mitchie was walking to the back and she got on her knees to hit the joint,
I thought she was gonna
about
get
to
blowjob.
suck him up.
Yeah, I thought the same
Bro.
thing. She's like, I don't do this often, but oh.
I was like, I'm glad I got my pants off for this, but
And then she starts smoking weed. I was like, oh, okay, all right, cool.
well, when Doc gets Jamie Lee back into the cabin, he's manhandling her, and she's like,
Hardcore.
You're the only one I trust. I'm like, bitch, he's about to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
It's so true. I thought the same thing. I was like, because he's not being gentle at all, and I'm like, oh my god, even as like actors, that's rough.
So then she tricks the killer by putting herself or making the fake sleeping Ferris Bueller thing. And then the killer goes in there to stab her, but then she comes up behind him, hits him one fucking time, and then it's like, okay, I'm done. And then no, stupid bitch, kill him, kick him, do more. So yeah, when I saw the assistant change, that's when I knew, or when he changed to the assistant, and he looked like a fucking dude. I'm like, oh, that's the fucking guy.
Okay, that was the one where I was like, I didn't put two and two together because they kept filming the assistant from far away. Far away. So, like, you wouldn't put together. And there is a scene where there's a close-up of the assistant, but I think they changed the voice. Like, it's in a much higher registry. And
I thought it was they changed her face.
Yeah, dude. It was.
I always watch The Twilight Zone on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day because it used to be a marathon on Sci-Fi, so it's like habit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just watched Eye of the Beholder, and there's so many shots that they do the same tricks where essentially they keep the people that you're not supposed to see like tucked into the his face. I'm not sure what the correct terminology is in this case, but
it's his.
It's his. Yeah. They hide his face so that you can't tell, or it's shielded at least until the reveal.
Yeah. As a drag queen, it could be his, her, it could be either. It doesn't matter. But the dude was a real life transvestite. That's how he got the role. And so to have that actually like play into the storyline where you have a character who's the killer that is hidden not only through mask throughout it, but also hidden behind drag, is such an interesting twist. And
in plain sight.
Yeah, and that is the same actor the whole way.
That's not that original. They pretty much did the same thing in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Who was transvestite in Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Leatherface. When he was wearing the mom type getup.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're right. I didn't think
Makeup.
about
I
that.
really thought he ripped out Texas Chainsaw Massacre when it came to just that portion of it. Grant, he was a real drag performer, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was a real drag performer. He's done a couple documentaries about drag, and he went to the interview for a friend. He took a friend to the audition, and they said, no, that's not the right person. But evidently they saw something in him, and somehow they found out that he did drag, and that's how he got the role for the movie. But evidently he was really difficult to work with. The director had a lot of issues because he didn't show up on time or would just not show up at all. But the performance, the director,
It's a pretty big issue, bro. Like in this type of production, that shit costs money when people aren't on time. So
yeah. And so the director, at the end, the director said that it was the best decision and gave the best role because it is a slasher, and you can tell it's a consistent character that's in that mask. You know, what
it's
I mean?
actually it was just the boy from Sleepaway Camp who grew up to become this killer.
That's what I was thinking about Sleepaway Camp. I was like, isn't that the same thing at the end of Sleepaway Camp? But,
Like those missing years before Jason.
yeah, I thought it was a cool twist. I thought it was unique. What else you got, Raph?
So yeah, the last thing would be when after she pushed him off the train, and I was like, this bitch better not be over, because that was a very disappointing push. But then she's laying down, looking like the fucking Joker because she's all beat up. And then fucking you see Spider-Man behind her with the Groucho mask. And I was like, that motherfucker didn't die. So then they have to do it the second time. And the conductor actually hits him with the axe.
It's a shovel he's got. It's a.
Oh, was it the shovel?
Yeah,
For
it's
the
a coal
shovel.
shovel.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And so that's what he smacks him with, and then you get that amazing shot of the falling body hitting the ice.
A real body.
Yeah,
not a
dude,
prop.
it looks really nice. Like I was like,
Yes.
that's a really cool shot. So
And then he hits the fucking river and
Difficult
keeps floating
Bank of
for a
America
minute.
might-
It was really great.
Recorded and monitored.
he
was
muted.
great.
Javi doing his job.
I think Javi's working.
He got caught.
He got caught. All right. Well, is there anything else anyone wants to say about the movie? It's pretty simplistic. It's pretty straightforward. It's not like a ton of nuance into it. You know, there's that red herring with David Copperfield. Is that his name?
Yes.
Kind of playing that role off. And he's good in this movie. But he said he'd never do another movie again because he couldn't remember his lines. So that's
I like
why
that he was just listed as magician in this too. Like even his one acting credit, he's never gonna get like, you know, something memorable. Just yep, I'm a magician.
I'll tell you what, that card trick when he was flipping cards out of nowhere, I was impressed. I was like, how's he doing that? What were you going to say, Jay? I'm sorry.
He landed on his feet. He's doing just fine.
Yeah, he's okay.
Didn't he get
I
Me
actually
Too?
saw David Copperfield in Vegas, and he's incredible.
Didn't he get
I think
Me
he's a
Too?
billionaire now.
He got
No
Me
way.
Too. He got Me Too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
he's scaring the crap out of it. Let's look it up. Let's look up David Copperfield's net worth.
All right, let's
Because
check
he's
it out.
Also,
his
his
re- he's had his
sexual
residency.
predatory issues.
Yeah.
He's
has
had his
own-
residence in
Doesn't he
Las
have a-
Vegas for so long.
Doesn't he have
I
a-
haven't heard that, Ducky. But I mean, honestly,
He
you
has a
shove
rape
enough women
bio.
in a box, you're gonna like have some scandals.
Yeah. Well, he's
Yeah,
got.
he's,
he's got
it
a
says he's
ring
worth
on.
$1 billion. He's
$1
a
billion?
billionaire.
Dollars?
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
He's the world's most famous magician, and it's really not close for who number 2 is. Yeah, David Copperfield is monetarily the most successful magician in history.
God damn.
Sorry about
Penn
that.
and
guys.
Teller has to be in the top 5, but like I agree with you. Like they're on like a different level than Copperfield is.
In
Like,
my heart,
and
Penn and Teller
Copperfield's
is number
higher.
1, dude.
Me too. I love Penn and Teller more than any.
Dude, Penn and
magician,
Teller
but-
bullshit is one of my favorite shows of all
Yes,
time.
dude. I have that whole series on DVD.
Yeah, dude.
Such a good show.
So good. So good. All right, well, let's move on to recommends then. Jay, do you recommend Terror Train?
Yeah, it's different. It's a different kind of movie. I give Canadians all the love. I love their horror. I love their cinema. I love their TV. So yeah, definitely give it a shot.
Awesome. Miles, do you recommend Terror Train?
Dude, if you've already seen The Fog and you've already seen Prom Night and obviously Halloween, like hell yeah, watch this too because it's just another one of Jamie's legacy.
Yeah. Raph, do you recommend Terror Train?
I do. It was enjoyable. Jamie Lee did a great job in it. I was a little, obviously she wasn't the great actress she is now, but it was wonderful. And I liked the kills. It wasn't too gory, but it had really cool kills. A decapitation, a mutilation, and then the fucking hot girl. You didn't even get to see her boobs. They just killed her.
That's the travesty.
Yeah.
That's a travesty.
That's
that
the real
really
terror.
that derailed this movie.
Nice. Yes.
Yes.
Hobbs, do you recommend Terror Train?
Oh, absolutely. I had such a good time not watching this movie. To quote from Raph, the kills were great. It had decapitation, mutilation, suffocation, no breathing. It was an all around.
Wait. Are you singing Papa Roach right now?
That was amazing. I'm gonna have Will clip that and make that into the lead.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I enjoyed it. B movie all the way. It was a good time. They did a lot of stuff that was interesting that I enjoyed. So definitely watch it, and let's watch some clips of it right now. Let us go.
I hope you got the clip where they're choking her, cause Jamie Lee, cause it's such a funny. I'll wait.
No, I didn't because.
So when she's coming down, she hits the doorknob so fucking hard. Like
Dude,
it opens her eyes and she's like, fuck.
She got choked so much in this, I felt like it was almost like borderline sexual, and it bothered me a little bit. I was like,
But
"God
just
damn."
because you came, it doesn't mean it was.
Yeah, dude, it didn't trigger the rest of us.
No, I got triggered.
You
by
tell me
that.
what she's
Pledge.
teasing you, please. Can you figure this one out, Ed? I mean, now
All
this
the
guy's
pledges
got
look
some
fucking
blood.
retarded. Why?
I like their hats.
Women are strange, Doctor. Very strange.
Right, Ed.
Sensitive. He's probably very sensitive. Chicks go for the sensitive fellas,
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind going in your place.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you, you devil?
Kiss me, Kenny. Kiss me, Kenny.
This does seem like a Cartman style prank, so that voice is very fitting.
Anybody audios was thinking True Lies.
Oh my god, dude. That's the hottest Jamie Lee Curtis has ever been. Like, easy.
And what, True Lies? Yeah.
True Lies. That scene where she's doing the striptease.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Propose a toast.
I like to propose a toast.
Ridiculous! That's not toast, my good man.
Shut up.
The finger.
And with mine one.
Go ahead, help yourself.
Oh my god.
So was that a real one? Oh, that was his real one.
All aboard.
Yeah. Did you say all aboard? That's ridiculous. They can't be bored. I haven't even started.
Captain Stabbins.
The only bad part about this movie is that this character died first. I could have used some more of those antics.
A little bit of Eduardo. Right through the dick.
There's a lot of gender swapping in this movie. She just started her period.
History.
It happened one year and they had to kick a whole bunch of guys out of school.
Well, almost kicked out.
Christ, did we do that?
You're the guys?
Oh, no, it wasn't us. It must have been somebody else.
Look, it was supposed to be a simple...
Doesn't he look like a Raimi almost?
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
he?
thought it was Sam Raimi the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, Sam Raimi do a cameo? You would have been right in the right age to be in it. But yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah.
joke, and it sort of got out of control one year, that's all. Just forget about it.
You want to know what really happened?
Like Tom Cruise.
We were
Yeah, it kind of does.
Gilman gets it. Here you go, Raph.
Hey, Ed, that number at the station? With the sword? Better than Doc.
That is a great look right there. That
Yeah, it is.
That sideways gonna get you.
Whoops, easy, Jackson. Here we go, Eduardo.
Right
I like that he looks like Goomba from Mario Brothers.
Oh my god. No.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Really smart of them to go with a full bodysuit for him to have to embody the African American character's person for the rest of the next kill, I should say.
Quarter trick.
It'll seem to be sticking to it.
All right, how does he do
Just like that.
He really does that.
And if we keep turning it, it'll look like cigarettes penetrating the quarter, just like that.
All right, how is that done? How is that done? Magic time. I'm so impressed by these cards. Tricks versus jokes.
I hate magic. It's just tricks.
Come on, you love tricks.
I love jokes.
You're just pissed off because you can't figure it out.
What the hell?
What the hell? There was blood there before.
Flipper fisting. Oh, here you go, Raph.
Think you could manage without the flipper?
Oh, you did chop off that dude's hand,
You know
didn't
what
he?
they say. Cold hands, warm heart.
Who says that, bitch?
Yeah, I've literally never heard that until I watched this movie this afternoon.
Yeah. Do you believe in magic?
Do you believe in magic?
It's like a...
I'll have to convince you.
How does he do that?
So this is my first time, Elena. After the next show.
He's David Copperfield.
Yeah, that's why.
I think they also I think they also made sure to cast David Copperfield because he does kind of look like Kenny if he had gotten just slight surgery.
Yeah.
I believe that. I don't believe they look anything alike whatsoever. But the guy who plays Kenny said the same thing. Like evidently looks like David Copperfield.
Ducky, it's actually just one actor playing both roles.
Oh, it was Copperfield all along. God damn it.
You don't think he looks like him at all?
No, I don't see a resemblance at all.
He does.
Does
he?
he?
Does.
I see the resemblance.
He's skinny, goofy. They both look gay.
Third grade stuff.
That's third grade stuff.
Oh, Doc, shut up.
Really?
Oh!
Whoa. He's getting violent. Looks pretty sharp. I wonder what's gonna happen.
I like the ADR with the people talking in the background. It's pretty great.
Oh my God.
Doc! Arm.
Oh, World Star.
Oh, this is so bad thing. Look at that blood on her buck teeth. Look at that. Assistant.
At the end of my last show,
All right. When he transforms from David Copperfield to the
materialized
assistant,
my
tell me if they
assistant.
look
For my next
right.
show, I'm going to need to have her back.
Yeah, because he looked like David Copperfield had put on some drag. So I was like, oh, he did it.
Is that when you guessed it?
Yeah. I was
Ah,
like,
they don't look anything alike.
right there. Not right there.
Kenny kills.
I went to the hospital just afterwards. They wouldn't let me see him. They said he killed somebody before. And they said it might have been an accident, but he killed somebody.
They killed Kenny.
They killed Kenny.
Oh my God.
Presto changeo.
Presto changeo, the same little shit. Good old Kenny Hibbs.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. A goddamn practical joke.
Woo! Off of your head. That's a dude?
I told you to stay in the car.
Oh,
Well, they made
we
me
missed
get off.
another
I mean, they
kill.
had to search here.
What kill?
His friend when he was sitting next to him.
Oh,
and the magician
that's the
appeared next
fifth
to him.
kill. That one
Yeah.
was so random. I was like,
Well, he got stabbed
In
with
the
that knife
face.
that he picked the card with.
oh.
Because when he took his shirt off, you can see him slashed, and then the face, yeah.
Oh, I was wondering what killed him. I was
I
so
couldn't
confused.
find you, and I'm thinking this wacko's gonna jump out at me any minute. Hey, I should have used one of these. Yeah, this would have done. What do you think?
Oh, here's Johnny. Rattle the cages. Yeah, I like this part a lot. I like this bit. Add a little fear to the situation. Kicked off. Yeah, even I was like, it's not over. It's the floaty candy. This is the part you're talking about, Raph.
Spider Cruncher, Spider Cruncher. Because the train is moving, so how the fuck is he on the side of it?
I have
Upside
no
down.
idea. Magically dead. Copperfield dead. That scream is iconic, though. Come on. Transvest Kenny. It was Kenny. That's a wonderful, like, just taking off the rest of the makeup.
Kenny, I'm sorry.
Kiss me, Kenny.
Kiss me.
Total freak out. Not sure why. El Kabong will kill it. Boom. Watch this fall. It's so good. Whack.
Yeah, I like that. And then,
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think the body should have started sinking by then.
Yeah. Pretty good movie. That was Terror Train. Let's go to recommendations. First recommendation for me will be Halloween, because I don't know anything else. It's based upon it, and I like it, and you should watch Halloween. It's so good. And watch Halloween Ends. Oh, my God. If you were on that train of people who hated it, I do not understand why.
I don't either. That was a great movie.
It was so fucking good. Like, I turned to Jay in the theater. I was like, I'm really enjoying this. Like, it was awesome, dude. So that when it got all the hate afterwards and Terrifier 2 got all the love, I couldn't figure out what was going on. Anyhow, watch Halloween, the original.
Terrifier 2 is better than you said it was, though. Like, is the thing.
All right, when Art the Clown is on screen, Terrifier 2 is amazing. When I have to deal with teenage bullshit, I'm totally out of the movie, dude. 100%. Anyhow.
And 90-degree inside the theater.
Yeah, the theater was hot as hell.
The theater was hot as fuck.
And it's 2 hours long. I think
2.5, dude.
I
It was
think
2.5 hours long.
I think Terrifier 1 is a masterpiece. I think it is unbelievably good. Like I like any day of the week you want to watch Terrifier, let's watch that shit. Terrifier 2, you're gonna have to catch me on a day that I'm really interested in watching a 2.5 hour long movie. But if you cut out the Art the Clown parts, I'll watch it. It's fucking awesome. Especially when he's putting on the sunglasses. I like that part. That's great. Second recommendation is going to be the remake of Terror Train. I haven't seen it, but I kind of want to. based upon this. It is a Tubi original, only available on Tubi. That means it is free for you to watch. Came out this year. No,
Free
it came
with
out
the
last year.
a huge amount of commercials that Tubi forces down here. I hate Tubi.
Not
dude.
if you download them. You can download the videos right off Tubi. So go to a Tubi converter and get your movies. I'd be interested in seeing this. I think it'd be a good waste of an hour and a half based upon what I'm seeing right there. People dancing, having a good time. With that said, do you guys have any recommendations?
Just Prometheus. You have ever seen that one?
Prometheus, as in the aliens?
You talking about the Aliens prequel?
Was it? No, it was where they go in. Was it where they go into space to find a new planet?
Yes.
Yeah,
that was an alien
it's
prequel,
an alien
bro.
prequel, dude.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't
True
know
story.
that?
Did not know that.
Yeah, Prometheus is pretty good, especially the alien abortion scene is awesome. That is classic shit right there. Anyone else got a recommendation?
Yeah, I got.
Go ahead, Javi.
Crossed it when I was just looking at movies to watch on HBO Max, and I saw something that I haven't seen in a minute. Daybreakers. Like, I thoroughly love Daybreakers.
What is Daybreakers about?
It's like the vampire movie, like where it's like a disease, and like they found a cure to reverse vampirism. But the vampires don't want people to know this, so they just kill the people that know.
Never heard of it before, but it's good.
Never heard of Daybreakers?
No.
Willem Dafoe's in it.
No, never heard of
Ethan
it.
Hawke.
Never heard of it, man. This is the first.
It's a good one.
It's pretty good. Did they make sequels to that movie, or is it just that movie?
I don't think they may have. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Right, well, Miles, what you got?
I got 3, dude. So my first one is a movie on a train that's so bad it's good, and that is Snakes on a Train.
Oh shit!
It was one of those like blockbuster movies that like obvious like Transmorphers that just like obviously parody. Yeah, the mockbusters. You're right, Jay. Snakes on a Train. If nothing else, dude, it's got the dumbest ending to any horror movie I've ever seen in my life, but it's so good if you're just like drunk and high with friends. Enjoy that one. Movie that I love that takes place on a train is Snowpiercer. I think everyone in this group's probably seen it. It's not a horror movie, but such a good movie. And then movie on a train that I've never seen, but I've heard is amazing, and I want to get over my my subtitles hatred to make it happen, and that is Train to Busan, which is a Korean film. I've heard it's incredible. It's a zombie film that has a unique twist, and it mostly takes place on the confines of a train. So yeah. I recommend those 3.
Miles, I will tell you this. Train to Busan is my favorite zombie movie, hands down. Of like everything that I've seen. I even saw Laugh After Beth today. It's funny, and I really liked it. But I also recommend Laugh After Beth. But like Train to Busan is so fucking well done. It is really intense, and it's.
Dude, I've seen so many clips because it constantly like every time I watch an anthology or like a top 10 list or like anything that has to do with like the best horror movies of all time, that one is always making the cut, and it makes you really want to watch it.
I'm pretty sure that there's got to be like a dub. It's been out for a minute. There has to be a dub version of it.
I hope so. That'd be nice.
And there is a sequel to Daybreaker 2. It just came out last year, and you can only watch it on HBO Max.
Freaking awesome. Jay, what you got for your recommend?
All right, I only got one recommend, and it's a movie that came out the same year as Terror Train, and it doesn't follow the exact same plot. It's an American version. It's an American movie. It's called Fade to Black. It stars Dennis Christopher. Dennis Christopher played the young Eddie Kaspbrak in the 1990 version of, or he played the older Eddie Kaspbrak in the 1990 version of It. Movie is about He's about another kind of outcast guy. He's big into movies and everything, and it's also considered kind of like a horror comedy, but more on the side of horror than comedy. And it's about a guy who goes out and starts killing people by dressing up like classic movie characters. So it's kind of similar in that same vein where, like, you know, this guy dressed up as Groucho in The Creature from Black Lagoon, whereas this guy dressed up as, like, you know, Dracula or The Mummy or other things like this, and he'll go out and kill it. Came out, like I said, exact same year. I think almost around the exact same time. Came out October 1980. Let's see. It actually made a killing at the box office. It made $15 million on a $1.8 million budget. So, yeah, it's definitely one I would highly recommend. It's a lot of fun.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Miles.
Yo.
Train to Busan is dubbed on Amazon Prime.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
All right, I'll check it out.
Very nice. Well, with that said, Miles, tell them where they can find you on the internet.
Find me everywhere at Mr. Most Days Off.
Very nice. Javi, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Javi Bear Studios. And you can even find me and my work January 16th at the Lucky Duck Gallery in Duncanville. The theme is anime. So, yeah, come on down.
Congrats,
Very
Javi.
nice, dude. Very nice. Raph, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at Little House on the Parody. And next week, we will have our first podcast episode. So check it out at Little House on the Parody on everything.
Very nice. And you can find us at wearepodcast.podbean.com, where you can find all the podcasts. Check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikToks at /wearepodcast. And finally, you can find us every Monday for Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past live at 8 p.m. Central. Not sure what next week's going to be. We'll figure it out. We got to get our birthday rotations going again for this year. So everyone's going to have to send me their birthdays, because I know me and Jay are coming up. So we want to make sure we get our picks in. With that said, keep horror in your heart, motherfuckers. Keep it in your heart. And we will see you on the next one. So later.
Bye.